7 months. I went dark on myself for 7 months, right? Went dark on the channel. Didn't put up any new videos. Last year, after I did that strongman competition and got 3rd place and, qualified for nationals, I fell off. I think I put too much pressure on myself, Like, I wasn't ready. I didn't really have my system in place. I didn't have a backup to go to get things to keep progressing, okay? Because literally, I am not even exaggerating at all when I tell you that the carnivore diet last year literally changed my life. And it was just amazing, right? Like, look, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. But, I was right where you are, where you might be right now, Waking up every morning with concrete spine, not being able to even move my hands. Like, and I'm still there. Woke up this morning. I got 4 hours of sleep last night. I've gotten 4 hours of sleep for pretty much the last week. Just haven't been able to sleep. Still getting up, putting the vest on, and getting the reps in. Because this consistency of doing something that maybe slightly uncomfortable or, it's definitely easier for me not to do, is not going to help me improve in my life and get the system in place that I need so I don't slip anymore, right? The Lyme disease isn't going to go away. The only thing that's going to change is how I'm dealing with it, how I react to it. The things that I do with my body, the things that I eat. Guys, again, not medical advice, do what you want to do, right? But food is so much more powerful than medicine. Like, that's probably why they want to take away our ability to eat meat. Seriously, they want the Lone Star tick to give us all alpha-gal. All right, I'm getting off on a little bit of a Lyme brain tangent, but look that the fuck up and you will be pissed the fuck off. Anyway, I've been where you are. I've had concrete spine, still have it. Joints that don't want to work, still have it. The brain fog. You guys watch these videos, right? You know I got the brain fog. Lyme rage. Holy fuck. I don't want that coming back. That shit's like scary, right? Oh, fucker. Anyway, so, but if you just make a small change, right? Like, the carnivore diet isn't really a small change, and for that to really work, you need to be all into it. You can't half carnivore, half fucking, bread and mac and cheese and shit, which honestly, that's what I'm eating right now. That's because I'm fucking broke, and you do have to eat versus not eating, okay? But that's about to change for me. Not gonna be broke for much longer, for sure. And you guys are gonna be right here on this journey with me. You guys are gonna see it all happen in fucking like pretty much like real time. I'm making 2 videos a week. And if you wanna see if I make it or not, you're gonna have to subscribe. All right, that was a shameless plug, I'm sorry. Let's get back to the topic. So look, you have to try. I know it's so hard. It's like the hardest thing in the world when one second here. It can be so fucking hard, I know. I really do. But you know what's harder is giving up. It really was. Especially when you know in your heart that you don't need to give up, you can come back. You know this, right? I was so close to not being here anymore, guys. And here's what got me on the other side of that. And Well, here's what's getting me on the other side of that, right? I'm not there yet, but we're getting there, right? We're getting there one foot in front of the other, and we're just gonna, damn, these little fucking horsefly things getting the shit out of me. Anyway, here's what moved the needle for me, okay? Today's June 30th. All right, on June 1st, I still wasn't making videos yet, and I told myself, all right, self, for the next 30 days in June, you're gonna walk every day. Every day. You're gonna walk 6 days a week with this damn 42-pound vest on, and then Sundays, you get to go on a leisurely stroll, all right? So today's June 30th, and how did I do? Well, I got 27 out of 30 days. 27 out of 30, like, that's pretty fucking good. Now, me in the past, because I have a huge competitive nature, you know, I compete in strongman competitions and stupid shit like that. Like, I didn't like to give myself any kind of leeway. If I missed something, it was more of like beating myself up over it. So I would have, in the past, focused more on the 3 misses than on the 27 makes, which is ridiculous. Because look, yes, you have to be relentless. Yes, you have to take action to get where you want to go, right? But you have to be kind to yourself. You have to be forgiving. I mean, what if I had missed 10? What if I had missed 10? Does that mean I'm a failure? What if I had missed 20, but they were like spaced out, and every 5 days I got up and walked? Would that have been a failure? No, it would not. Yes, you need to strive. You know, if I had missed 20, 25 out of 30, I need to do much better, right? But even at 27 out of 30, there's room for improvement. Everyone has room for improvement. But when we're doing this improvement, we have to be kind to ourselves. Otherwise, it's probably not going to last. It's not going to feel good, and it's not going to last. So, you know, you really have to learn. And this is a learned thing. This is not something that just, you know, comes naturally or easy to a lot of us, me included. Like, I just never really learned to appreciate where I was, mostly like physically, right? I always thought you can do better, which is great. You want to do better, but you have to do it in a kind, forgiving, loving way to yourself. Otherwise, you're just kind of beating yourself up, and that's not going to help you get, you know, anywhere towards where you want to go. Yes, hold yourself accountable, but do it in a kind way, right? Just going to give you guys more of the view here. Isn't that nice? Anyway, so, yeah, 27 out of 30. And I'm really happy with that, like super happy with that. And of course, right, like 27 out of 30 is a pretty good number. That's really good actually. And most of them were with this damn vest on. And I like to track things. I'm a lifter, you know. If you don't write it down, you didn't work out. Come on. So I've been tracking my walks, and actually now I'm faster now with the vest on than I was in the beginning of the month without the vest on. Like it's pretty crazy. I walk at like a 4 mile an hour pace with this vest on. That's pretty dope, right? But anyway, so, all right. So June is now, you know, June walks are in. And in July, here's what I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to continue with these walks. I'm probably going to keep them the same. I don't think the walks really need to change for June or for July. I'm pretty happy with them. We'll keep going with the weighted walks just the vest 5 days a week. Saturday we'll have the tire behind me, and Sundays, no weight. Yeah, and we'll try to go to some new locations and get some different perspectives for y'all to look at while I'm rambling here. But what are you gonna do, right? Like, what are you gonna do in July that you might fail at, but that you know you need to do, and you know you need to do with love and grace for yourself in your heart? Because without that, like, then when you do stumble and fall, man, you're just gonna, if you're anything like me, you're just gonna beat yourself up about it, and then you'll get stuck in your mind loop trap again. That's what happens to me, right? And I cannot let that happen this time. You know, you gotta, there has to be a point, there has to be a breaking point where you're just not gonna accept the things that you've accepted as reality anymore. You know, yes, I'm going to openly talk about my Lyme disease, and yes, I still have it, but that's not who I am. I'm not Rob with fucking Lyme disease. I'm Rob that fucking kicks ass in life. You know what I mean? Like, fuck Lyme disease, Rob. Yeah, I still have it. I still have to deal with it, but I also am not gonna let that fucking rule my life anymore. Like, you just have to make the fucking choice in your head and do whatever it takes. Look, I know it's the hardest, scariest thing in the fucking world. Lyme disease is brutal. If you're watching this and you don't have it, but you know someone who does, help them if you can. They need help, okay? It's so fucking hard to do it by yourself. And I wouldn't have been able to do it by myself without a couple people who definitely have helped me out. Without them, I would not be here right now. I really wouldn't. I couldn't have done it by myself. I know I made a couple videos back, no one gives a fuck about you, but even if you've got one person that does, just try to get some help. Like I said before, asking for help is not weakness. Asking for help is strength, right? Isn't that very hard to do? Like, if you're like me, if you're independent, if you want to take care of your own damn self, asking for help is like super hard to fucking do. You know, it still is hard for me to do. But, you know, I am really learning to, you know, you also have to help yourself, right? Like, you can't just, no one can do it for us. They really can't, guys. Like, it's just not going to happen like that. So, love yourself. Forgive yourself. Okay? Be relentless. Take action. Be kind and be loving. You can do all of those things at once. I am not saying that this is easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's simple. It's not easy. But let me tell you, oh, it is so fucking worth it. You know, like the feeling that you'll get, just be consistent. Work out your consistency muscle the most, okay? I didn't even get to my July promise. Let's get there real quick. July. Walks are gonna stay the same. Adding kettlebells back into the mix. Yeah, buddy. We're gonna fucking get these fucking skinny... yeah, look, this isn't... Where'd all my muscle go? Jesus. It's fucking gone. God. All right. So, one foot in front of the other, y'all. Let's do the work.